The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Takes it at the 7. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive, and he'll get this to the 32. The numbers for Sanders last week, 22 carries, 99 yards, and a touchdown.
That's a good start to the season. They got the win, and they were able to establish a good running game. Nothing that just blew people away, but a nice solid base to get things started, and they expect that to get tuned up and get better as the season moves on.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. Now Young. Dancing to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes and throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. To throw, Young. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Now make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively, and we have to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback, maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Young. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 2nd-year quarterback.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Beck. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw here. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To Pierce, they set up the screen. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. This defense for the Panthers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Brian Burns, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Young. It's caught by Sanders. And they work this out past the 25. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2. As they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Looking to throw, Young. Eluding the press. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opening, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out for Anderson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
Let's take it at around the 40. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
First and 10, it's Pierce. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Partner, when you're not able to run the ball successfully, it really messes everything up for an offense because no longer are you setting the tone and dictating the game. If you do want to throw the ball, play action's kind of gone out the window because they don't respect the run. And last but not least, you don't get to dictate it all when you want to throw the football, and that really hurts you as an offense.
Patterson's kick is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Carolina getting set to take the field. This one a little slow to get cooking, just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Here comes Sanders on the toss right. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Young. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Young on 3rd down. And he fires one, but incomplete. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. Returnable here from the 38. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the Texans will take over. So here are the Texans to take over. They've got the lead here as they start out 1st and 10, trying to erase the memory of the loss last week. That came at the hands of the Jacksonville Jaguars. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Going for the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down.
And I believe that gain on third and long changes things quite a bit, because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
Here we go on fourth down. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on fourth down, but they ran it, they got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
First down, they go right back to Pierce. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll look to throw. Incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Out of the gun now on third down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Now on fourth down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Now a first down throw for Young. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst.
Holding offense.
Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this first half. Now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap, it felt like. They had to try and keep him upright.
Looking to throw again on second down. Young. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Young to throw it. And Sanders has got it complete. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and they will take over 1st and 10. And the Texans set to come onto the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Second and 6. He sets up the screen to Jones. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. He'll look to throw. Man open. That's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Going up top. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They'll look to throw again. And this all incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked. Back to throw again. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Patterson's kick is good, and they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on 1st down. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2.
Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the 3rd quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got his man. That's Woods on the out route. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big 2nd half.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Finds his man. It's John Mechie. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Pierce now up the middle. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. And it gives him a nice pickup. And Pierce gets it again on second down. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Pierce will try to pick it up. Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Patterson's kick is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Young now. He's got it. This is Ware. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Young on 3rd and 2. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment. Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2nd and 3. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Well, things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. This will be complete to Mechie. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Running it out of the gun with Pierce. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
They go again with Pierce. Down inside the 40. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back to throw here. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This will be from 56 yards out. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good, and that'll keep this a 9-point game. Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
That's caught inside the 20.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Well, that's something you haven't had to talk about much this game. A nice big play right there. But this team, overall, they haven't done a whole lot offensively.
Well, they're still sitting on the goose egg. We talk about defenses having pride in a shutout. This offense wants to get rid of that 0. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Young.
It completes it once more to Anderson.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Got fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. And that won't buy them much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
On second down, here's Pierce.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7.
A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Looking deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Houston. 44-yard punt. They're going to wind up losing yardage on the return, though.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Carolina offense about ready to go.
And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
To throw again on second down. Young.
And once again, this is Sanders. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Young's throw pulled in by Marshall. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Again, it's Young. That's caught by Ware. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. On 3rd and 1, here's Young. Found his target, it's Anderson.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Now a first down throw for Young. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down. Young on third down. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. The kick by Pinheiro is good, and they are on the board. It's now 9-3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Houston set to take over. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Going for it with Pierce. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Another carry for Pierce. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here's Pierce. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. So now the Panthers down 9-3. And time, a huge factor. Needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it 1st and 10. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. Into the hands of Sanders. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. That throw by Young incomplete. It's desperation time. Young on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And this was about as close to a shutout as you can get. I mean, barring a game where you only allow a safety, but this was the next best thing, just the field goal. That's all they gave up.
Yeah, and you know something, they're going to be disappointed because they gave up the field goal. But deep inside, somewhat satisfied as well, because you know how hard it is to keep people from scoring in this league. And the idea that you just gave up 3, yeah, your coaches will get on you. They'll say, we should have the shutout. But they also will be pretty satisfied with that type of a performance.
So for Houston, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles.